National Horizon Centre is an investment from Teesside University, and it brings together all of the industrial partners from the area and also some world-class researchers to do kind of two separate things. One is teach people in the Tees Valley area about bioindustry, and the other is to teach the up-and-coming scientists from Teesside University and other companies. We had people from all different ages, all different areas, and with loads of different interests as well. So you might get the odd sort of typical mad scientist, but you know, most of us are pretty normal.
Everyone in the world have realized the importance of scientists, the value of the work they do in terms of, treatment, vaccines. So yeah, I do feel proud to, say that I am a scientist.
Societies realise we need doctors, we need medical professionals, but we also need scientists to help us develop vaccines. Here in the Tees Valley, there's a lot of companies which are working on the development of vaccines or future gene therapy, biotherapeutics, which are going to be really important for society. So it's something that we need future scientists to help support.
Being a biologist is not something I ever thought I would be. I'm 41. To be honest, when I was at school, I had no real interest in what I wanted to be. I wouldn't say I was the best student at school. And I have had no end of different careers, but none of them really filled me with a feeling like I was doing some good in the world. So when I got made redundant from my last job, I sort of said to myself, I want to go back and do something that I can put my name on and say I want to be somebody, and Dominic the whatever. So could I be a scientist? I thought, no. But I spoke to my tutor and they were like, well, you probably could. So I actually went and did that course, the biological sciences, and I guess the story is now I'm here today.
So about 20 years ago, my grandpa passed away with cancer. From that point, I always want to do cancer research. So I started with a biology course and move on to focus on the cancer research. So that's my career inspiration to help cancer patients increase their benefits, reduce the side effects, especially the painful radiotherapy and chemotherapies.
Some people you speak to and they're like, oh, have you always wanted to be a scientist? And I didn't. It wasn't until I was at secondary school and I had a really good biology teacher who just really, it sounds really cliche, but really inspired me. And it was one project in particular where we were looking at rare genetic diseases, and it just really kind of sparked my interest. And I was like, oh, I think I'd quite like to learn a bit more about this. And that's kind of what inspired me. But to be honest, I hated science when I was like at school, so I'm probably not the best role model.
I actually never really knew that I wanted to be a scientist. It was only when I did my A-levels that I thought I was actually going to go into business. So I did A-levels in business studies, French, maths and biology. And I actually really enjoyed the biology, and that was when I thought, oh, okay, I might want to look at being a scientist. And so then I went on to study biomedical sciences at Northumbria University, and I really enjoyed that. I came from Northallerton, so fairly local. And I think I kind of thought, I'll do biomedical sciences, I'll become a biomedical scientist, I'll work in the NHS as a biomedical scientist, which is a great job in itself. Then discovered that I quite like research as part of that.
One of the views is when you finish your PhD, you should go off into the world and do amazing things in the name of Teesside University. But to some extent, to advance this university, we should stay and help grow it at the same time, because you don't always have to go somewhere else to do the amazing science. We have the facilities here now. So I see my role almost as staying and helping grow this uni and obviously grow science and improve the knowledge. So.
Where we are here at the National Horizon Centre, we've got the Centre for Process Innovation down the road. They're building an RNA academy to make RNA vaccines. We work closely with Fujifilm, which is well known for its collaborations with Novavax in terms of producing the Novavax vaccine. I think it has got a lot of industries. I think it's probably a case of doing a bit of research into what is around, exploring what sort of subject areas take your fancy and being prepared to consider a career working in one of those companies. And I think one of the great things is you could probably join without any sort of significant qualifications such as a bachelor's degree. You could consider an apprenticeship, and those are the sorts of companies who are going to support your career as you develop as a scientist.
I think the salary is pretty good. It's a well-paid job, and the salary could be like ranging from 30k to 70k. And also the jobs in terms of the job security and the progression, I think it's has a good opportunity.
If you want to excel in the field of biology and biosciences, I think Teesside University and especially National Horizon Centre is the best institute that could provide you with all the basic services and things to start with.
A lot of people look at scientists or engineers and doctors, nurses, think, oh, they're really special people, I could never be one of them. Anyone, as long as you have that drive, the passion and the commitment, you can do whatever you want to do.
Science is the best. Definitely come and work in science.